guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany for those of you who are new, so welcome. Today I wanted to film a tutorial for you guys. This is my perfect brown smoky eye tutorial. I had 8 of you guys message me on my Snapchat and ask me how I did this tutorial. I posted a look on Instagram and on my Snapchat story, and a lot of you seem to love it. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to recreate this look for you guys, give the people what they want. And for this tutorial, I did use my Viseart Neutral Matte Palette. You do not need to use this palette. It's just what I use. You guys asked me, so I wanted to show you. The Tarte Clay Plate would be a great option instead if you're looking for something more affordable, because I know this is an $80 palette, but in my opinion, it is so worth it. If you can invest in a great everyday palette, this would be the one. But yeah, so if you want to see how I create my perfect brown smoky eye, then just keep watching. Alright, so in my Viseart palette, I'm going to take my Morphe E22 and I'm going to set all over my eye. I already did this with translucent powder, but I do like to do this as a base. Whenever you're doing a smoky eye, it's best to make sure you have a bunch of different colors so that everything will just blend out seamlessly and you don't have any harsh lines. Kind of the more colors, the better in a smoky eye. It's better. You don't want to get too crazy because there can be that point, but if you use about 4 to 5 colors, I think that's a good amount. So depending on your skin tone, this is why I like this palette, because it's the neutral mattes. If you're deeper, obviously you should go in with something a little bit deeper. I am super fair, so I always mix the white color with this one right over here. So I'm going to go with my Morphe E22 and just pack this all over my lid. I take it up to my brow because I want everything to be the same color and look nice and blended at the end. So now that the base is on, I'm going to take my Morphe M433, and next I like to work in my crease, and then I will go in with the all over shade for my eye. So I usually like to dip into this shade next, right below that white color. And I'm just going to put this in my crease in windshield wiper motions and then blend it out. I usually dip in twice. I'll do one on the outer and then one on the inner, and then kind of meet it in the middle and just make sure everything is blended. And then in this part, if you do your foundation first like I did, just kind of this is the step where you want to kind of figure out how you want your smoky eye to look. If you want to kind of make it more of a cat eye, or just leave it kind of more rounded and closer to your eye shape, which is probably what I'm going to do today, and it's what I usually do for my daily smoky eye that you guys seem to like and that I usually wear almost every single day if I want something a little bit more dramatic but nothing crazy. Alright, so I have that nice base. So next I like to go in to the color next to it, and I'm just going to blend this right over top of it. So now on this step, you're kind of starting to see where it's going to get smokier and then blend out. And I kind of just look and make sure they're kind of even as it can get. And then when I have less product on my brush, I will go higher and just kind of blend and make sure everything is blended really nicely. Alright, so I'm going to do one more color in my crease before I go in with my lid color. So next I do this brown shade down here, because this is the color that I actually use all over my lid for this look. So I'm going to go with that one in the bottom right corner, and I'm looking at the palette with a more tapered Morphe brush. And I'm still putting it in my crease, but I want to focus it closer to my eye. I'm not going to blend it as high because this is the shade that my lid color is kind of gonna blend into. And I do have a little bit of a hood there, so I will raise my eye and draw my line where I know you can see it. So I just kind of go back and forth so you can make sure you can kind of see it when my eyes are just resting. because I do have to go higher here. You kind of just have to do it adjusted to your eye shape. If you have more prominent eyes, you probably don't really have to worry about this as much. If you have more hooded eyes, then kind of draw out where you want your crease line to be. If you have hooded eyes, I generally try to go like on people, like if I do their makeup and they have really hooded eyes, I usually try to like draw a little bit higher just so you can still see shadow on the lid and then the smoked out portion, even when their eyes are just like normal and not just when they're closed. Alright, so next is to do my all over color. This is just the order I like to do things to get like the best outcome in my opinion, especially on my eyes. So next I'm just going to take like a kind of lay down brush, and I am going to wet it just because I did do my foundation first. Generally with my Viseart shadows I find that you don't need to do this, but I'm like, take extra precaution because I don't want to mess up all the hard work I already did on my face and contour and everything like that. You don't have to restart. So I did go ahead and wet it with some MAC Fix Plus, and again I'm going to go into this dark shade. It's next to or above the black and next to the orange. This is my favorite shadow to use all over my lid for smoky eyes, and I'm just gonna pack it on there. If you have smaller eyes, definitely use a smaller brush, especially in your inner corner. I actually will probably go in with a smaller brush to do my inner corner. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. But just so you get like a perfect lay down. And I just take the color right to my crease where I did all of that work. Alright, I know it looks kind of strange because of that inner corner. So next I'm just going to take this little, like, it's like a Morphe E36, so it's just a little brush. I'm going to dip into the brown and get my inner corner. Take it to my tear duct and then just make sure it touches my crease all the way around. And there we go. Alright, so next I'm going to do the other side, and after that I will put on false lashes off camera. I always use my Makeup Volume 250 from Ardell, and then while those are drying I'll come back on and do my lower lash line and how I like to smoke that out. I would do everything on camera, but my camera is literally at 13% right now, so I'm trying to conserve my battery because it takes a while to charge. I completely forgot to charge it, so yeah. Alright, so like I said, I put on my false lashes, and again, they are the Ardell Mega Volume in Style 250. They are my favorite, especially for smoky looks and like every day, because they, on me personally, they go up like right to my crease when my eyes are open, so they're not like too dramatic, I guess. I mean, if you have hooded eyes, these are going to be dramatic on you just because of the length. So it kind of depends on your eye shade, but if you have more prominent eyes or eyes like mine, then I think these would be a great fit for you. If you have more hooded eyes, I would definitely try like a wispier lash or like a shorter one. There's ones from House of Lashes. I think it's like Smoky Muse. Those ones are shorter and they're really great for smoky eyes. So anyways, moving on to the lower lash line. So I kind of just repeat the steps that I did in my crease but on the bottom, but kind of simplify the steps. So first I'm going to take a Morphe M411 and I'm going to dip into this light brown right there, just really gently, and sweep this under my lower lash line. I'm using a fluffier brush since this is like the lightest color I'm going to put down here. And then essentially, like, the darker it gets, it will get closer to my eye, like my waterline. I'm just blending it in to the outer corner. Alright, then next I'm going to go in with my Morphe E18. It's just a little bit smaller than the other one. It's a little bit more compact. And I'm actually going to dip into the one below it and put this under there as well. I'm just kind of smudging this onto my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna blend it a little bit lower the farther out I get. To make sure everything is blended. And then that same little like Morphe 36 that I used for the darkest shade on top, I'm gonna go in with that shade again above the black one I used all over my lid and just put this right against my waterline, mostly in like the outer third of my eye. And then I'm gonna go back in with the E18 and then blend it. And then just by blending it over, it will just kind of diffuse it the way I want over to the rest of my eye without making it too harsh. Alright, you don't have to put on black liner if you don't want to. I do, even though I did it on top, just because I want it to kind of, I don't know, I just don't like seeing the white. If you want your eyes to look a little bit bigger, I would leave it, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Alright, and then I'm gonna put on some mascara. I'm using my Marc Jacobs mascara. Just gonna put this down here. Alright, I did already do my blush and highlight actually, but I'm gonna just kind of go over with my blush brush one more time. The highlight I use is the ABH and Amrezy. I really don't know how to pronounce her name. I actually don't watch her channel, or her YouTube channel, but I want to because she looks gorgeous. And then the blush I'm using is my MAC I'm a Lover. This actually got from the cosmetics company outlet, and I'm like obsessed with this color. It's like the perfect like baby doll blush. It's like kind of purpley, but it's still pink, and it's just perfect. So all that's left to do is set my face and put on a lip. So I'm gonna set my face with my MAC Fix Plus. And then just let this set, and then I'm also gonna use like a different setting spray one to like make it last. I like this for kind of like making my makeup like melt together in my skin. And then I'll go in with like a Morphe or my Scandinavia setting spray to kind of like help lock in my makeup for the rest of the day. So for lipstick, I usually like to do like a bright pink, and my favorite lipstick to wear with a smoky eye is, it's actually my MAC Snob lipstick. I love this lipstick. I've actually already gone through a tube of these before. This is my second one. It's just like a perfect blue pink. It actually kind of matches my blush. And honestly, I love a good old-fashioned lipstick over a liquid lipstick any day. They're just more comfortable, and I know you have to reapply it more, but I don't care personally. This is like my all-time favorite bullet lipstick. Like if I can only have one for the rest of my life, that would be it. Alright, so I went ahead and zoomed you guys out so you could just kind of see my entire face. So it's not like all up in your face. But yeah, so this is my like perfect brown smoky eye. I think it's good for like every day if you like a little bit more drama in your life, or it's like a great night out eye. A brown smoky eye I just think is so great because it's not as intense as a black one, especially like in person. I know on camera it probably looks still like pretty intense, but it's really not as like intense in my opinion. So yeah, that is it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know like I literally had 8 people on my Snapchat message me about this tutorial in particular. I kind of did one similar like literally a year ago when I was looking back on my channel. This is just like a little bit more all over the lid, dramatic, smokier eye. So if you want to see one that's not as dramatic, I kind of left some more like neutral space on my lid as opposed to now where I covered it all with dark. I'm sorry, I mean, you guys asked me what, like you asked me guys, the 8 of you asked me to film that look. I wanted to use exactly what I used. I know this palette is kind of pricey. It's $80. I've had it in my collection now for like, I know at least a year. Viseart, they literally make my best, most favorite shadows ever, and they just blend like a dream. If you're a makeup artist, definitely check out their shadows if you haven't already. They just blend like a dream, and I like the hard plastic packaging personally because you can just see what is inside and go for and reach to it. I know this looks like a boring palette, but honestly, like, this is a staple. I use this every single day, no matter what. And I just love the colors. This one and the dark mattes are like staples in my opinion. But there are cheaper alternatives that you can use for this, like the Tarte Clay Play. The very first one is a great choice. I actually use that for my more dramatic black smoky eye, but you could easily recreate this exact same look using that palette. I just kind of wanted to show you guys exactly how I do it personally. But of course you can always use whatever you have and just kind of like look at the colors. I mean, these are like colors that every palette almost has, so it's just formula-wise, I like these the best. So yeah, sorry for rambling on, but that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure and give this video a thumbs up. Next, I also wanted to do another Viseart tutorial just because it's a new palette that they've released. It's over this bad boy right here. I did a look with it the other day and I tried it out and I'm obsessed. I use every single shade and I'm in love. Greens, purples, and smoky eyes are my favorite looks to film. So if you want to see that video, comment down below. I'm going to do it anyways. But yeah, thank you guys again. Be sure to subscribe before you leave and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.